Hello, longboarding mom. It has been a minute since I've been in this kitchen, hasn't it? It's been a very busy summer. Lots have gone on, good and bad. Um, Last week I got baptized, my son and I. That was exciting. It was beautiful. We did it up at one of our church members' properties in a creek. And wow, what an amazing experience we had. I'm getting goosebumps right now. And I just wanted to share that all with you. I wanted you all to be my witness and stuff that, yes, I am going to sin, but I'm going to try my hardest not to. And my son too. And we're going to, I do have to work on Sundays and stuff. And my pastor is all, it doesn't matter if you go to church. He's all, just believe and find something, like a Bible study or something that you can go to have fellowship with and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. On my Wednesdays, like I've been doing. I went to the Alpha meetings and stuff. And then next month, on the 7th, we are going to have our tea party and the kickoff of a new Bible study and stuff and everything. So that's exciting. Update on my husband's finger. Well, he got a rash he's got a PICC line in still, so he's still getting antibiotics. So he has a rash where that they have to sterilize and put every week, change the bandage and, change, I don't know what they do exactly and stuff, but that's change everything out and stuff. And he developed a rash and it was going down his arm, up his arm. He started getting on the other arm and stuff. Well, it was the stuff that they were cleaning him with or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is. So he's allergic to that. They've left it open, which is scary because it can get infected without having it covered and stuff. So he's got a bandage on it that's like a cotton bandage to let it air and breathe and stuff. And they gave him steroids. So now he's joking around, I'm gonna give my homo and go to the gym, stuff like that. He laughs and he has tries to make light of it and everything, but at the same time he's having a hard time. It's been rough this time around. It hurts. It's not healing like it should. I'm afraid he might lose his finger, but we won't know for another 4 weeks or more, and stuff. But it's not easy. But he's trying to be positive and think good thoughts and stuff. It's just, this time around it's not as easy as last time and stuff. 6 weeks in the winter versus 6 weeks in the summer. We can't do what we wanted to do and plan to do and stuff. And on top of that, my bug is not done. It's been over a year, so it's getting done, but it's taking its time. And summer's half over. It's almost over. I got a month, maybe 2 months left of summer, and if it's nice and into September or October and stuff. But the point of getting my bug fixed is so I could drive it year round, right? So I shouldn't be upset. But there's things I missed out on that I wanted to drive my bug to and do with my husband and stuff. But at the same time, I can't do a lot. Can't go away from home because he's got to have this antibiotic infusion every single day. It started July 4th or whatever, 5th or something like that. So he's got 6 weeks of it. So we still have another couple weeks left. But we should get our bug back soon. So I've been working on projects. I've got my sister's project done. And you guys have seen that video. I'm going to see her tomorrow. We're going to have a sister day. And we're going to make some, not the glass bulbs, the blow bulbs and stuff. I've made one of those before. It's art that we're gonna make, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet. A lighthouse, I don't know. Butterflies, maybe, who knows. So tomorrow's a good day. I get to go see my sister. I'm driving a couple hours. We're gonna have lunch. We're gonna go play on the beach and stuff like that. So I'm going to make some no-bake chocolate oatmeal bars. I've never made them before. They popped up in my feed today, And there's not a lot of sugar in these. My family's trying to eat less sugar. That's another thing. My husband's been eating way too much sugar. Me too. Me too. But he has, because of, the antibiotics and the Fulfillox, whatever they put him on. I can't remember the name of it. But it puts him out, and he hates that feeling. And so he tries to fight it with caffeine and sugar and, his heart and AFib and stuff. He's not supposed to have caffeine. So he does the sugar, and then he's too much sugar. And I told him, Gatorades, coconut water, his tea, and sodas. These little cherry sodas are good, but cherry Winehart's cream cherry black cherry soda. I can't remember. Anyway, so he's drinking all this sugar, and I told him, your glucose has gone up and stuff. And I was like, try to fast on Fridays. He gets blood tests every week because of what's going on. So it's like, try to fast, try not to drink any tea, sugar, anything, and get your blood work and stuff. But he wouldn't listen. So they're yelling, the nurses are yelling at him, you are too much sugar. So we're trying to have less sugar. So this, I noticed, give me just a second. I'll be right back. My light went out. So anyway, this has less sugar. It's only got like a half a cup of brown sugar in it. It's no bake, so it's got chocolate, of course, and everything does have sugar in it. So you gotta watch. Everything has sugar in it. You gotta watch what you're eating, right? Just moderation, less thing. And the doctor said don't cut it out completely because that's bad for your body. So just less sugar. So I'm going to tell you guys all the ingredients in this, and they're going to move over to the stove because it's stovetop only, no bake. And it's so hot right now. It's muggy. I might turn on my AC and stuff. It's just, yesterday rained, and it was humid today. No rain, cloudy out there, but it's 64 degrees and muggy. So anyway, we're going to get started. I need 1 cup of unsalted butter. So I've got that already over there. 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. Wait, that's not how we're going to start this. First, we're going to start the 1 cup of unsalted butter, and that's already over there. A half a cup of packed brown sugar. And to that, we're going to add 1 quarter teaspoon. It's a quarter teaspoon of salt and a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. I've got that in here. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this one is my pure Mexican vanilla extract from Mexico. You can order online. And it's already got like a cinnamony taste. So I don't know if I'm going to even add that cinnamon. I probably will because, cinnamon and chocolate is so good. And peanut butter. I love that. And then we've got, so you heat that on a stovetop in a big saucepan until the butter is melted. And then you're going to add to that 3 cups not old fashioned, 3 cups quick oatmeal. And you want the 1 minute quick oats because otherwise they won't turn out like you want them to. They'll be too chewy with the old fashioned. So you're going to add to the melted butter your 3 cups oats and your half a cup unsweetened shredded coconut. And I love coconut. So then you're going to stir that in and set it aside. And then in another pan, you're going to melt together a cup. And this is already melted because hot day in Oregon, driving home, I forgot to put it in my ice bag and I melted my chocolate chips. So 1 cup of chocolate chips and 1 cup of creamy peanut butter, and you're going to combine that together, and then you're going to take a 9x9, 8x8 dish. I've sprayed it with a vegetable cooking spray or coconut spray. You can use either one. This is parchment paper, and you put that down in the bottom, and then once the oats and everything, you pat that down, you add your chocolate, you pat down more. I'll show you how to do the rest in just a second. On medium heat, I'm going to melt the butter, brown sugar, and my seasonings and my vanilla extract. This is my Land O'Lakes without the Indian. So I got baptized in Indian Creek, and on over 200 and something acres. There was no cell phone, no Wi-Fi. Just our church and food and music. Okay. That vanilla smells so good. When you order that vanilla, you can get dark vanilla or clear vanilla, and I get the clear vanilla because I like to make my icing. I did not realize that it was all going to taste like cinnamon, so now all my icing tastes like cinnamon, which I don't care. I think it's delicious. We get lots of compliments at work about our whipped cream and stuff because it's got a hint of cinnamon, but I don't see cinnamon in it. Because you can see cinnamon. When you add cinnamon to something, you can see the cinnamon. I can't wait to see my sister tomorrow. She always brings me so many gifts and stuff, and I'm like try to make her something to thank her for all the things that she's done for me, and here she is gonna bring me some dried cherries and pistachios, some almonds, walnuts, something else. She said some of her home canning stuff that she just entered. Some of her stuff she entered into the fair this week, and she got ribbons and placed in everything she put in the fair. First place, all kinds of grand ribbons. It's amazing. She does wonderful. Whenever I need to ask her a question about canning and stuff, I call her. I do look it up as well, but I like to ask her how she does things because, she's on the beach too. When you're canning stuff and you like talk to different people and stuff, it depends on where they live, how they do things. And you can't just copy somebody that lives in the mountains if you live at 0 feet. Right now I'm doing laundry. I got my bedding on. My husband did all the clothes and stuff, so I'm just catching up on whatever else is left. Today is my day to just kind of stay home and cook and kind of just relax. I've been so busy. We've been also barbecuing and smoking ribs, and we found a really cool market on our way to check out our bug and stuff, and they've got local meat and stuff, so I'm really excited. I didn't have a lot of money on me. I just bought some ribs and stuff before we even went down there, so I was a little bummed. But they've got not country style, I can't remember the name of them, St. Louis style ribs or something like that, and also my baby backs and stuff like that I like to buy. Lots of good steaks, and you can find them on clearance too, which I love clearance stuff. So the butter is almost melted. They've got caramely mixture. You don't want to have the heat up too high because you don't want it to start to like bubble and crystallize and stuff, because you really don't want to make a caramel. You're just heating it up so that it'll I guess combine your oats and everything in the pan and make it all stick together. Oh gosh, look at that. Yum. Yes, it is a lot of sugar, I guess, but Okay, so that there is done. We are going to add the oats to it and set it aside. Coconut. Yum. Here's the oats. I'm going to stir this all in together. Wonder if I should have made a bigger pan. Nah, this is fine. And then we are going to set this aside. And we're going to melt together the peanut butter and chocolate. Ooh, I've never made this, like I said. I've made no-bake cookies and stuff like that. I love chocolate no-bake cookies. But this might be a new hit. We'll see. Look, chunk. And then 1 cup of the peanut butter. I think I'll use this to stir it with. I love peanut butter when I don't have something to munch on at home. And I'm really bummed because I don't have any more mini chocolate chips anymore. So I will have to get some on my next shopping trip. But I like to take a spoonful of peanut butter and my mini chocolate chips and just dip them in the chocolate chips and cover it like a Reese's peanut butter cup. In the summer, my thyroid goes out of whack or whatever, and I gotta adjust my medication and stuff, and I'll lose a lot of weight really fast. And when I didn't know what was going on, I was eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before bedtime. And peanut butter and, you know, for the protein and stuff like that. I don't even know if that was a cup of chocolate. It looked like it was a cup of chocolate. I hope it was a cup of chocolate. We're gonna melt this all together. Once that's all melted together, we will combine everything and I'll show you how to do that. Yum. I have my heat on medium heat right now. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be medium, high, medium. My recipe's on my phone and I'm using my phone. My husband should be home like probably about 20 minutes from now if everything went well from his infusion. It varies every day what time he has to go in and what they have to do. They have to probably change his bandages. I think they're changing it every day now. Forgot to turn my phone off. Or down. I like to turn it down while I'm making videos. I can still hear. I've turned down to like the last ringer. And I can still hear it just in case there's an emergency from my son or my husband or whatever. My son started a new job. He's no longer at the gas station here in town. He has to actually drive all the way into Florence to, I think it's called Dune City. Just outside of Florence. I always thought it was Florence, but it's a different little city there. But he works at this place called Sandland. It's a fun center, and they've got go-karts, miniature golf, bumper boats. They have sand rails, a big blue buggy, which gives sand tours out on the dunes and stuff. And I think that might have been too much chocolate. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that was a cup or not. It looked like a cup of chocolate, right? I mean, it wasn't a lot of chocolate. It was already melted. Mm. It tastes like peanut butter chocolate. So we've had accidents, rollover accidents, not good, on my highway. And then, unfortunately, drugs have taken one of our homeless guys. He's a local guy, and he's well cared for in this town and stuff. And he OD'd a couple weeks ago, which is really sad because the drug dealers like to test their drugs on him, and this time the outcome wasn't good. And then another homeless guy is a local homeless guy in Florence, and we had to kick him out of our restaurant because he just wasn't on his meds, and he decided to fire my boss, which you can't fire the owner, especially if he's giving you free food and stuff all the time, you know? Yeah, I think that was a little bit too much chocolate, but we'll see. I don't know if it's even melty, so. See the little chunks in it? Those are little chocolate chips that are not melting. I think there's too much chocolate. Well, you know, little chunks of chocolate won't be so bad. I just don't know if I'm going to pour the whole bunch on there. Okay, let's move over to the other side where I'm going to put this all together. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take half of this mixture and dump it into this pan here. We're going to press it down. I didn't spray the outside of this because this is supposed to be like a non-stick pan or non-stick stuff here. So let's hope that it is, because this stuff is sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay. And here's my chocolate. Way too much chocolate. But we're going to pour this on here. And I have taken out a little bit of this chocolate because there was chunks in it that did not melt. I don't even know if I'm going to pour the whole dang thing on there. We'll find out. Hold on. So we're going to spread this around. Like I said, I've never made this before. Trial and errors, right? I'm using what I had in my cabinet. Whatever. Just dump it all on there, right? Chocolate nightmare. Okay, so that's spread around. Then it said to sprinkle this on top. That's why you put, I guess, half the mixture on the bottom and the other half on top. Because the bottom's like a cookie crust, and then this is the cookie stuff on top. And I did not have any, look at my mouth, any mini chocolate chips. I just had these ones. So I'm just going to sprinkle them around. We said a quarter of a cup. Let's see how many I put on here. That's a lot of chocolate, right? So we don't want to put too much more chocolate on it. And then we're just going to kind of push them in. Throw that one on there. Push this around. And we are then going to put this in the refrigerator for 3 hours or more. And then this will lift out hopefully. And we can cut it into bars. You can cut it into 9 bars. You can cut it into 12 bars, depending how small you want your little bars. So let's hope this works.
2 hours later.
It's been a couple hours, not 3 hours. I can't wait any longer. So it's going to be a little soft. But we're going to cut it and put it back in the refrigerator. But first we're going to bring my husband a piece, he said. And I'm going to try a piece. Okay. Oops. Get that out of the way. Okay. Yummy. I'm just going to peel it right off that. Show you what the inside of that looks like. Yum. No bake. Peanut butter. And chocolatey. I like it. I don't think my husband will.